And here we go again, rebuilds series, and we're up to number 10, which is about halfway through what I've got to put back together. This is the stuff that I built 40 years ago. So today's I'm going to be moving on and progressing with a Vought Corsair. That's an F4U-1, I think it is, but you'll see that come up on the side of me. And it's an oldie. It's blue. It's got some work on it to do. The wings have fallen off because the hinges that Revell put on them, fair enough, it's plastic, moulded plastic, but they've snapped, so the whole wing structure was based on this one piece of plastic, so they both fallen off. So I've got to work on a design or a way to get them back so that they're moving like they were. And the other thing is probably upgrade the engine and rip the pilot out if I can. Put some seat belts in possibly, or just sort of an upgrade there. The rest of it's pretty sturdy, all good, and even the antennas are still stuck on, so that in itself is a big thing. So let's have a shot and go with what I can do with this. For those who've continually watched this, terrific, thank you, appreciate it, good to have you on board. And for those who've stopped by, have a look, see what I'm doing. It'll be fun, guaranteed, if there's an engine upgrade involved. So, thanks, let's see what we've got to play with. So let's see what we got to work with. We got 1, 2, 3 pieces and some sub pieces. That's it. Both wings have come off, and both pieces have come off at that little joint point there, which is part of the swinging arm that allows the other wing, the wing section, to transverse to vertical. That's the whole pressure piece that connects the wing. So try and glue that back together, possibly. Engine, it's a beauty, isn't it? The detail in there is crap, to say the least, and I'm not making any excuses on that one. The paint, she is very blue. I don't know what to do with it though. There's the thing, there's the detail, there's nothing. There's a big hollow right through to the other side. Wing is in good shape, good colour, even the fabric part there that you can see. So, all looks good. Clean. Decals are good all the way through. That there, paint's been, I think the cleaning of it with the isopropyl alcohol faded it down, which probably done me a service, and I really was not looking forward to toning this down at any sorts, but it's all different shades and tones in the blue, so we'll go with that. Now, cockpit, bit of detail in that on the thing, so I'll leave that alone because it's a bit hard to get into. And the rest of it is not bad, but I'll probably put some seat belts in there and that'll be it. It did have the man in there and I've ripped him out, so that's it underneath. Yeah, pretty ordinary. Bit of wash, bit of colour, bit of oil or something in there to down that green to make it look like it's actually used. And the wheels are good. Probably just put a little bit more detail in there. Hose line, you know, brake line and all that sort of stuff, as is the other one. So that ought to bring that back up to the good. So what's that? cowl, it's a full big piece. It's not true in respect to what you get now in kits, but that's what they gave you back then. I think it was a... So I think we had... I think it was a Hasegawa unit, so aerial line in there, and I noticed something missing on the bottom right there on that spot, so God knows what that is. And one engine to play with. So let's have a crack at this one. So biggest, hardest one, trying to get the wheels back, the wings back on the section. Not sure about some sort of reinforcing in that thing, but I'll see what we do. Okay, so signing off from a pilot who's no longer playing in the plane. What I intend to do here is repurpose these bars here, which should be connected to the heads here. They're on the side, so bad design by Hasegawa. Keep the ring, repurpose that, but repurpose those just by moving them over just a fraction from where they are, which will save me cutting a whole stack of pipes. The length of them are just a fraction too long, by about 3 mil. So we'll have a go at that. That colour's almost there, but I'm going to respray the whole lot anyway and start from scratch again. So that's that. I've got the pins here for the wiring, so I'll stick some of that on there. Heads, that's a framework. These ones here, they've already got moulded in here, those uprights. So nothing I can do about that, just paint them afterwards, I think. Now you've got this ring of air intake, which goes to the centre of the heads. That's where they go, that's where they had them. But no exhaust. Well, they're the exhaust, there's no intake manifold stuff, so I can't do anything about that because I don't have anything and I'm not making anything. So I saw a bloke do something with lead, but no, should be there. So best I can do is make it up so that when you look through the face or you take the lid off, the cowling off, at least it looks appropriate to some form of motor. So let's kick those out and start. Watch them fly. Now, they still need to, in fact they're too close, they have to go in. Good bite on those. And they don't even have a ring, so they'll snap off. And 2 more of those. Gotcha. All right. Well, now these two little beggars here. Okay, scratch these off. Ooh. Got that one on you where he went. Okay. Very brittle. Here goes the name and tag. Somehow I get the feeling that I will be putting my own ring collar around there and not using these bits at all in the future, but let's still clean them up. Let's have a go. We're going to drill some holes. How many inches is that? 3, 5, 9. 2 9s are 18. Okay. Now the other one, I'll try and get a true hit through the metal. And into the piston head. Beautiful. That'd be a hell of a job to feed that wire through there, but hopefully Okay, I've still got to make a ring and put that men glue on, but I'll put that there for the back. That's 5 and 4 is 9, 5 and 4 is 9, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the ring will have the front ones. Well, there's going to be a hell of a lot of wire going across there. 9, hang it. That's the bottom that way. Too good. Well, I've fabricated up a ring which I've flattened down so that I can get some wires attached to the back of it. That looks like thing, and it's got a little tooth piece here that sits in there. I've taken this piece off the front, so the idea now is to too good, come on, let go, is to glue that to that area there and put it back on, and I'll have something that looks like that when it's done, which will give me a proper ring, access point to wires, or location point to wires, and that'll go back on the engine. So that's good. Good start. Made that out of a paper clip. There. There. I'll go the other way. Now we'll let go back on the motor. Now go back about there. Other way, dummy. That does not look right. I've got 2 lugs there and I've got 1 lug there. I get the feeling that the small lug goes there. Yes. Right, let that glue. That looks more true. Alright, we'll let that settle. We'll talk about either doing copper or fuse wire actually. So see what that, I reckon I'll be going with the copper. Fuse wire, see if that fits. copper. I cut 0.5, but this is 0.56 or something or other, so too big. Go with the copper. Done. And it's like the production line here for there you go, production line for the back 9. Yes, the back 9 engines, pistons. I'm doing, I've measured up each one now and making 9 sets for the front and the rear of each of the piston heads, so we can get the spark plug leads done. Now we just got to halve that there like that, pull him up like so, squeeze that little loop together, and we have manifold, the distributor ring across to the front of the rear 9 and the rear of the rear 9. So that's 9 of those. Now I've got to do a measurement up for what the front 9 is going to play like and go with that, and I'll show you where we're at with that one. Okay, measured up the front 9. So in a case of first bend, second bite, fold them together again, get that loop, squeeze them together like that, and make sure it's facing the right way in, and we're done. Just to prove that it wasn't a fluke, we'll do it again. Bend him down. Bend him up. Now, that one there is for the front of the piston. That one there is for the back of the piston for on the front 9 pistons. So after this, I'll play 18 holes of piston head. That's a whole new game. Done, done. Squeeze the life out of him. Make sure he's on the right plane. And that's done. And there we have it, the first back 9. Doesn't sound right, but yeah, that's so tagged in underneath there. And what I'll do with the front ones is they'll fit there like so, and there's 9 of those, and then we'll get the other pieces on as well. So we'll wait for that to dry now and get into it again. Alright, I've changed my mind about where I'm going to position these. I'm actually going to stick them behind as well, so you can't see the lugging. So that's not bending right. Try that. Just got to make sure those loops are flat. Dab of black, rolling round, drop him on, let the weight push it up against the flange. I thought that was a much better idea. Alright, we're back on the front 9. Alright, your last one before I have to probably go and do a re-glue on half a dozen others. A little bit short. Okay. Let them settle. Yeah, pretty even spread between each one, which is good. So let that glue. And thanks for watching up to this point. We'll be continuing on in the next episode.